Hello everyone. So with the release of emotes, there has not been any sort of balance changes that got added. Part of the reason why there have not been any was because for the most part, Untitled Boxing Game's balancing is pretty much alright as of now. For me at least. Most of the styles are pretty balanced. But earlier today, the developer has made a poll asking them to rate all the styles in the game. The results are much expected, like Hitman and Long Guard being on top. Which probably means it will be getting nerfs soon. But there is one style in particular that I laid my eyes on when the emote update dropped. And that's the Kimura style. I made a video on how bad the Kimura style was before the emotes update dropped. And now that the emote update dropped, Kimura also got a slight buff regarding his buff. And I gotta say, even after the slowdown buff it got, it's still very weak. And it turns out that's pretty much what the community thinks too, with the majority of them voting underpowered. What makes Kimura very weak, even if his slowdown effect works, is his base damage being very low. For a style that's pretty slow for both his M1s and his M2s, his damage output is lower than most styles. Heck, I think it's even lower than Han's low damage output, which is saying something. I get that Kimura's main gimmick is his slow. And what you need to do is to keep jabbing and jabbing to make them slow. But the slow debuff they get is pretty much non-existent, because it easily wears off, making it practically useless. So unless you land 5 M1 chains in a row, you will never be able to see your slow passive taking effect. And yeah, Kimura is still very bad. In my opinion it's worse than basic still. If I were to buff it, I would keep his M1 damage. But I would give him better dashes. Because Kimura was an outboxer after all, and this makes his step in very good. And I would also give him faster M1s, because again, he was originally an outboxer. This makes him work a lot closer to the anime and these buffs would make him a lot more balanced. Making his M1s come out faster will make him be able to land those M1s and land those debuffs more consistently. And I would also make the debuff last a lot longer. And make the debuff actually show whenever you land at least 2 M1 chains. So yeah, I will be using Kimura for the rest of the video. And now that they quote-unquote buffed the slow debuff, tell me if you notice the opponent getting slowed.
What the hell? Oh my God.
And I've got to say, in all honesty,
Your life is nothing. You serve zero purpose. You should kill.
Telling you now, I have plans that I cannot share with you right now.